Greetings. What's happening, y'all? Hey, man, welcome to the live Q&A. We're about to get it popping tonight, man. Answer some questions, help you guys get right, help you guys get to your goals. Let's get TT on here too, man. I've been getting some love from TT, man. TT told me that, you know what I'm saying, they out here. Oh, what's this right here? Okay, okay, all right. Hey, what up? Greetings, YT. If you guys can hear me and see me, man, just type one in the chat, guys. If y'all can hear me and see me, man, we about to. What's this right here? What's this right here? Type Rishi. What up? What's goody? What's goody? What up? Guys, type one in the chat if you can hear me and see me. TT, TikToky, what up? What up? What's goody? What's good, y'all? What up? Who we got in the building, man? Type in the chat. Where y'all from? Who we got in here? We got Hector Vela. What up? Headphones. What's popping? Rishi. What up? What's good? About to get y'all hooked up on some gifts, man. Felix, what up? Ned, what's good? What's happening? What's good, guys? Oh man. We got Judy Lib, what up? What's happening, Judy? We got Michael. What's good? What's up? What's happening? What up? All right, if y'all can hear me and see me, man, type one in the chat. Want to make sure my audio's good, man, before we get it started. Oh man, that was cool. I didn't know you could do that. All right, so let's drop that little in the chat. Pin that. Bam says audio is echoing. Judy says I can hear you. All right, cool. Type in the chat, man. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all watching the live from? Rep your city in the chat. We got the smartest lemon in the multiverse says, "Hey, what's up, lemon? what's cracking, man? You know, Bam is from Michigan. I'm from Michigan too. I got up out of there though, man. I moved to Florida. Took my talents to South Beach. We got Rebecca Towns. How you feeling today, Rebecca? I'm feeling stupendous. Shout out to Rebecca, man. I know some Rebeccas, man. They cool people normally. Um, Kalani says you give me anti-seed oil vibes. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. X says Sensei. What up, X? What's happening? Judy's from Houston, Texas, H-Town. You know what I'm saying? Joel and Jonas Sanchez says, what kind of knowledge you kicking in this chat? Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to help you get to your goals as it pertains to fat loss and muscle growth. Feel free to ask any question, but I'm doing a little Make My Macros today. Make Your Macros is a segment I do when, people want to know how much they should be consuming, what foods they should be focusing on to get to their goals. So if you want me to do your macros today, just type Make My Macros in the chat with your age, height, weight, and your goal, and I'll go ahead and help you out with that. Abby says you single? Nah, I'm taking, man. I'm taking my shorty. You know what I'm saying? She's a lovely lady. Let's just put it like that. Bam said midsection focus. Yeah, you gotta lose that big ass belly. You know what I'm saying? And to do that, you gotta be in the calorie deficit. Tanielle says, hey, sweetie, I think we used to live in the same apartment complex. Which apartment complex you talking about? Small world. We might have. We might have been neighbors. You never know. Michael says macros. All right, so I need your age, height, weight, and your goal. Judy is 16. You 16. I can't do your macros, man. You gotta be over 21. I'm sorry. Tanielle says the Sapphire. Yep, I used to live in the Sapphire in Southfield, Michigan. before I took my talents to South Beach. I got the fuck up out of there. But howdy, neighbor. I hope all is well. You still in Michigan or what? Let me know, Tanya. All right, Mike, 5'6", 58 years of age. Um, oh yeah, 5'6", 58, and you are 195. All right, easy work. So what we're gonna do, class, is we're gonna find Mike's BMR. If you don't know what a BMR is, that stands for basal metabolic rate. That's how many calories your body burns on its own. So we're gonna find that, Mike, and then what we're gonna do is create a deficit number for you. A deficit number is where we subtract from your BMR, right? To basically tell you how many calories you should be eating for fat loss. So for you, your BMR is 1600, right? So a fat loss calorie goal could be 1400, like 200 calories less. If that made sense, everybody, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a thumbs up in the chat if that makes sense. All right. So now that we got that, Mike, I'm gonna put that into a macro split for you. The best one that I've seen over the past 10 years of coaching people is the 40-30-30 split for most people. There are some extenuating circumstances. If you, like, let's say you got something going on with your cholesterol levels or your A1C levels, your cortisol, your testosterone's off. You might need to look at different parameters, but I don't have your motherfucking blood work, so I'm just giving you the basics. So 1400 calories, right? We put that into a 40-30-30, 40% protein, 30% carb, 30% fats. I'm doing the math for y'all on the back end. That translates to this, Mike. Go get your pen and pad. 140 grams of protein a day, 100 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat. You do that every day, at least get you a gallon of water a day, right? That's 4 of these. You're going to get lean as hell, man, right? Just come shout your boy out once you do. And if you, you guys want to learn how to do this on your own, just go grab my free fat loss course. I teach you exactly how. I just broke that down for Mike. The course is right there for y'all on YouTube. You guys in TikTok, y'all got to go to the link in the chat. Well, not the link in the chat. I'm sorry, the link in the bio. Luis says, I don't want to get skinny. I want to lose fat, but keep muscle. Okay. 250, 20% body fat. So what you want to do is, if you want me to do your macros like I did for Mike, just drop your age, your height, your weight, and I'll do your macros for you. Mike says 1400 calories. Yup. With 140 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat. If you eat that every day, that'll be 1400 calories. All right, Luis just gave me his stats. We about to get it popping. Already Dead says, why am I ugly? You might want to talk to your parents about that. They had something to do with it. But listen, even if you ugly, man, just remember, Flavor Flav has several children, okay? Why do I bring that up? Because Flavor Flav looks like, he looks like a bat. Like if you see one of those bats inside the Bat Cave on Batman, Flavor Flav looks like that. And women still have sex with them. So, you can overcome your facial issues with enough work. All right, Luis. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna find Luis is BMR, right? So Luis, your BMR, basal metabolic rate, how many calories your body burns at rest, is 2100, which is pretty good, right? Your metabolism is working for you, right? So what you want to do to get in the deficit, just come slightly underneath that 2100. So your fat loss calories, I will put you like 200 calories less than that. Stick you at 1900 calories for your goal. Now you mentioned maintaining muscle mass. The key is going to be hitting these macros that I'm about to hit with that. So 190 grams of protein a day at minimum, 140 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat. You do that, at least get a gallon to a gallon and a half of water. Yo, you're going to lose all kinds of fat, my man. Just come shout your boy out once you do. All right, guys, if this is helpful information, right, and you want more, just go grab that free fat loss course, man. I got the link for you guys for that inside the bio. Jonah Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson. Shout out to J. Jonah Jameson. Hey, Corey, it's good to see you. My girlfriend wants to lose weight, and I've been going to the gym for a little over a year, and I want to help her, but she doesn't want to go to the gym. My brother, if she does not want to go to the gym, it's nothing you can do, right? All you can do is exemplify the standards that you would encourage her to exemplify as well. You can be a good example by going to the gym, hitting your macros and changing your physique so that she sees that it's possible with the right efforts. But trust me when I tell you, if she don't want to motherfucking change, ain't nothing you can do, right? I think the best thing you can do as a man though is just to lead by example, bro. And if she respects you as the man in the relationship, she will at least admire the things that you do and aspire to be more like you eventually. But that's not gonna happen overnight. So just focus on, you being the better example. Maybe she'll follow. Best mass gainer, calorie surplus, man. 6'3", 150, calorie surplus, bro. You need to be eating more calories than you're burning every day. Ain't no motherfucking shake going to change that. It could maybe help, but it's better to get your calories from Whole Foods anyway. My brother AJ, if you give me your age with those numbers, I can do your macros right now for you to build some muscle. Cody, 31, 5'11", current weight 328. Cody, you big as hell, right? So I'm gonna help you out, Cody. I'm gonna help you out, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if y'all liking this Make Your Macros segment, man, just give me a thumbs up too. So the algorithm will push it to more people and I can help some more people tonight. All right, so my man, and I see you guys commenting. I'm gonna get to y'all. I'm gonna do my best to get to everybody. Cody, saw him first, 31. So you are 5'11". By the way, guys, the parameters for big as hell, you guys hear me say that in my videos, you might not know what it means. If you a man over 250 pounds, you big as hell, right? If you a woman over 200 pounds, you are also big as hell, right? And my mission in life is to help you guys not be big as hell no more. If you guys support that mission, you want me to help you with that, just, again, give me that thumbs up. So the algorithm, help me help as many of y'all as possible. All right. Cody. All right. So what we just did, guys, if you just joined, we're finding people's macros, right, to help them get to their goals. I found your BMR, Cody. It's 2,500 calories. That's great. That means your body burns that on its own, which means it's going to be really easy to lose this first. I would say you want to get to 280, I think you said. 40 pounds, 40, 50 pounds. Oh, come on, man. That's going to be light work. So this is how you do it. You subtract from your BMR, right? That creates a fat loss goal number. I would say because you over 300, you can get aggressive. You can subtract, hell, up to 500 calories if you want it. But I'm going to bring you down to 2,000. So we're going to go into a 500 calorie deficit off your motherfucking BMR, okay? So now you at 2,000 calories as the goal. That would then translate to a macro split. We're gonna put you on a 40, 30, 30, right? 40% protein, and then we're gonna, subjugate the carbs and fats respectively. 40% protein means 200 grams of protein a day, my friend. 200 grams of protein at 70 grams of fat, 150 grams of carbs. Cody, you do that every day, you're gonna lose a ton of fat. Just make sure, because you big as hell. Like I said, you got to hydrate. So you got to get a gallon and a half. And buddy, I promise you, if you follow the macros, by Thanksgiving, I think you can lose a good 15 plus pounds, okay? Guys, if this is helping you out, right, you want to learn how to do what I just did for Cody, for yourself, just go grab my free fat loss course. I break it all down in there. Maniac says, hey, Corey, so it's okay to eat below your BMR. My BMR is 2,300 and TDEE is 3,200. I shoot for about 2,100 calories with 250 grams of protein. Is that okay, or should I change it? Maniac, if you want to lose fat, man, listen, use your BMR to your advantage. There's no reason why you should be eating an exorbitant amount of calories over what your body's already burning, right? If you are getting that burn by itself, right? Think about it. It's like, imagine you was attempting to clear out a pool. Like, let's say you had a big ass pool in your backyard, right? and you was attempting to, like, I don't know, like shovel out the water for whatever reason. You was just shoveling the water out. That's what it's like burning calories every day. You shoveling water out of this pool. Imagine if like your cousin just came and just kept dumping buckets of water on top of the water you just shoveled out. How long would it take to shovel that motherfucking water out that pool? It take long as hell, right? You be mad too. You be like, yo, why the fuck did you put this water here? You see me shoveling, right? That's what it's like eating a bunch of extra calories over your BMR. It's like, why do that when you can use the momentum of your BMR plus your activity to lose the weight faster, right? I've been coaching for 10 years. Everybody on my program that loses the most weight, I program them under their BMR with their calories, right? It's nothing wrong with it. In fact, you lose the fat faster, and you teach your body to become fat adapted. Guys, remember this: if you don't take nothing else from this live, your body can run off two different energy sources: glucose and fat. Okay, glucose comes from what? Food. And when all the food runs out, what else can your body run off of? Fat. You're not gonna die by eating a little bit less calories. That's what you got the fat for. If that made sense, just drop me a thumbs up in the chat. All right, we got some more chats coming through. So my man Casey says 210, 5'4", male. What should I do to lose fat and gain muscle? Casey, if you give me your age to go with your height and your weight, I can yeah, wait, are you 15? Is that what that says? You're a 15-year-old male? Oh, he's 15. Yeah, man, I can't do your macros. If you're under 21, I can't do your macros. But you can go download the free fat loss system and figure out how to do it. I'm gonna tell you what it says in there because I did like a video inside the course, but it's basically this: you find out what your BMR is first, okay? You can go Google that or find it on ChatGPT, or you can go to the bmrcalculator.com that I got on the screen over here, right? Then once you got your BMR, you just subtract calories from that to find a fat loss goal number. Tia Marie is relentless. I've been seeing her drop her stats a few times, and I'm definitely about to do her stats next, right? And then you insert the fat loss calories, guys, into a macro ratio, right? If that made sense, just y'all know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, just so I know. All right. Tia Marie, you have been relentlessly dropping me love in the chat. You know I'm about to hook you up, girl. I appreciate your patience. Let's get it popping. So Tia, we about to do it with her. She's 33. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my 90s babies out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here winning. It's our time. 180. You lost 70 pounds on your own, guys. Can we show some love for Tia losing 70 pounds? Tia was out here big as hell. She did something about it. I'm a fan of you already, and I don't even know you. We just met. All right. So 180 pounds. So I'm gonna tell you like this, right? A lot of the things that you did to get the first 70 off ain't gonna be what you have to do to get the next few pounds off. Because here's the thing. It's just like that story in the Bible. You guys ever heard of Moses? Moses, he freed the Israelite slaves or whatever. And he went up in Egypt. He was like, yo, let my people go. And then they split the Red Sea, right? And they was on a journey to the promised land. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all know what I'm talking about, type 1 in the chat, right? Some of y'all like, who? Who is Moses, right? Man, they went on a journey to this place called the promised land that was supposed to be 4 days away, right? But it took them 40 years to get to the promised land. Now, why did it take 40 years to get to the promised land, guys? Because they was going at it with the same mindset and the same thinking and the same decision making that got them out of Egypt. But what gets you out of Egypt won't get you to the promised land, right? So congratulations, Tia. You are out of Egypt. You lost 70 pounds. It's great, but to lose the next, few pounds is it's a different approach, right? You out of Egypt. So to get to the promised land, it's gonna be a different approach, all right? So it is this boring shit that I'm talking about, tracking macros. You probably ain't do that. And if you did do it, you need to adjust your macros, right? I got your BMR sitting right now at 1550, Tia, that's how many calories your body's burning on its own. So if you just subtract a good 200 from that, put you at 1350 as the goal, Now we cooking with hot grease because at 1350 as your goal, now we put you in a macro split. I'm gonna put you in a 40-30-30 because I don't know your cholesterol and your A1C levels and your hormone profile and all that shit. But if you get that guys, that teaches you how to do your macros even better. 135 grams of protein, Tia. You do that with 100 grams of carbs, 45 grams of total fat. I mean, that's going. I think that'll at least get 10 pounds off you right there by Thanksgiving. Just make sure you hit it every day with a gallon of water. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if this is helping you out, right, and you want a little bit more, like want more of a deep dive on this stuff, just go grab that free fat loss course. You know what I'm saying? I'll break it down in detail. My man says 36, 275. That's CJ. CJ, you big as hell. You down from 320. I'm proud of you though. The biggest problem is belly fat. What would you recommend? Calorie deficit, baby. If you give me your height to go with your stats, I'll do your macros as well. I just did Tia. Tia says thank you. Shout out to you, Tia, for fighting the good fight and getting out of Egypt. Let's get you to the promised land. If you want me to do your macros too, age, height, weight, and goal are the numbers I'm looking for. CJ came through first, so we're gonna do his stats. So he's 5'9", 36 years of age. My man is 275. Again, guys, if you just came to the chat, welcome. If you don't know, big as hell as a man means you're over 250 pounds. If you're a woman over 200 pounds, you are also big as hell. And my mission is to help you not be big as hell no more. All right. So, CJ, this is a writer downer. Your BMR is 2,000 calories. So that's how many calories your body burns all day without you doing nothing, right? Without you doing anything. I guess that's proper English. So then what we would do, CJ, create a fat loss goal. So what you do is just subtract some calories from that. I would subtract 200, put you at 1,800 as a goal. And then I'll put you in this macro ratio coming up next. CJ, write this down. 180 grams of protein at 60 grams of fat and 130 grams of carbs. If you eat in that manner every day, my friend, you will start to lose weight. Okay, I guarantee it. In fact, I think my prediction, if you start that today, well, today is almost over. So tomorrow, right, you can lose your next 8 to 12 pounds by this time next month. You just have to commit to it and then obviously get a gallon of water every day. If you need more help, just go grab that free fat loss course. Rock with you says, I love your videos, very much helpful. What I need to choose in the food categories. Okay, hey man, I'm glad that this stuff is helping, man. And we're doing macros tonight. If you want to join into that, just give me your age, height, weight, and your goal. And I do your macros here. Also, if y'all liking this, man, just saying, give me some thumbs up in the chat, man, so the algorithm will push it to more people so we can get more people in here to help some more people not be big as hell. What is macros? Good question. Macros is short for macronutrients. Macronutrients are the building blocks of calories. So it's the food you eat every day, right? It all is made up of 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, dietary fats, right? They make up the calories of your foods. And so, doing macronutrients is essentially gonna not only determine how much you're intaking, but also how your body's adapting, how it's going to look when the weight comes off, how much muscle versus fat you're going to have, and how you're going to perform every day versus obviously what hormones are going to get activated throughout the day as well. Damn Kim the Baddie. Okay, I don't know who Kim the Baddie is, but shout out to Kim. AMG is okay, I got you. AMG, are you a 5'8", 186, 36. Are you a man or a woman? Let me know, AMG, because that could be anything. CJ says, wrote it all down. I'm gonna come back to you next month and let you know how I'm looking. Okay, hey, come give me you know what I'm saying, a joint. Travel Lady K says, scroll up to who? Kim the baddie. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I see. I see. All right. I'm gonna get to y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all. AMG came through first. We're gonna holla at AMG. What's up, my brother? AMG is 36 years of age, 5'8". All right, AMG. You a man and you are 186. So if you want to lose some fat, your BMR is 1750. So that's how many calories your body's burning on its own. All we got to do to put you in a deficit is just come 200 under that. Your fat loss number would be 1550, right? So AMG, 1550 is the calorie goal. The macros would be 155 grams of protein, 110 grams of carbs, and then 50 grams of fat. You do that every day, man. At least a gallon of water, train hard. You too can be down 8 to 12 pounds by this time next month, man. Kim the Baddie is 5'4", 172, 33. All right, Kim the Baddie. I like your name, Kim the Baddie. Who actually calls you that? Is that you give yourself that name, or is that what the streets is saying? She's 33. She's a 90s baby. Shout out to my 90s babies up in here. Um, Kim the Baddie is 5'4", 172. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, Kim the Baddie, your BMR, write this down, 1450. Uh your daughter calls you that. That's what's up. 1450 is your BMR. So basically, um, your body burns that on its own. So to be in a deficit, you just got to come a few calories under that, right? Somebody says Dr. James Harden. No way. Not at all. James Harden got braids now, man. I don't look like James. All right. So I will put you at 200 calories under the 1450 Kim the Baddie, which would be 1250, right? So 1250 as your calorie goal for fat loss. We throw that into a macro ratio of 120 grams of protein, 90 grams of carbs, 45 grams of fat. We do that every day, Kim the Baddie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, being beautiful is hard. You right about that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it was if it was easy, everybody be in great shape, right? But if you do those stats every day with at least a gallon of water, Kim the Baddie, you're gonna be even badder than you is now. Just come shout your boy out once you do. Nostril Nuisance says that's racist. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Could you do 30 eggs a day? Why would you want to do 30 eggs a day? I don't know if humans are supposed to eat that many eggs a day. I mean, I'm sure you can probably, but like, why would you want to? That doesn't even sound appetizing. All right, we got some stats coming through. We got some stats coming through, and also, guys, too. If I missed you and you want like your own like macro split sort of design for you, just go grab my free fat loss course. It breaks it down in detail how I'm doing these numbers. Okay, I got one. Dom G. What up, Dom? Dom is 6'8", 345 O-line. Dom, I need your age. So I need age, height, and weight for me to do these stats. Some of y'all just giving me your height and your age. Some of y'all giving me, all right, Jossa got it. Joss is up next, 5'11". Jossa, what up? 228, 21 years of age. All right, you a young buck. You got to be over 21 too, man. Y'all young bucks, 16, man. I can't do that. I can't do your fucking macros, man. All right, here we go. 228. So Jassa, basically your BMR, and you guys just joined the chat. I just seen a few people just come in. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. So that's how many calories your body burns on its own without you doing anything, right? So my man Jassa has pretty fast metabolism, 1900 calories, Jassa. So all you gotta do to create a fat loss goal is you just go 200 calories underneath that, right? So for you, that'll be like 1700. And then within that 17, my brother, We're gonna plug that into a macronutrient ratio. Your macronutrient ratio would be 170 grams of protein. We do that at 120 grams of carbs, 55 grams of total fat. You do that every day, Jassa, right? Get you a gallon of water in. My brother, you could be 8 to 12 pounds down by Thanksgiving. Just come shout your boy out once you do. And if this has been helpful for you, right? You guys like this information, just go grab, that free fat loss course, man. You know what I'm saying? It's got more of this. Sean Shred, what up? What's popping? Rock with you. Now, rock with you. Are you a man or a woman? I got 51240. Cause some of y'all names is not like person names. They like they like nicknames and shit. You know what I mean? So I gotta ask, is you a man or a woman? Austin J says, how do I cure baldness? I don't fucking know. I do not know. I do not have that answer, clearly. Kim the Baddie says, very helpful. Super happy to hear that. Let's help out Rock with you. Rock with you as a lady. What up? Rock with you? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? That's a good Michael Jackson track. I know where you got that from. It was from Big Mike. All right. 5'1". All right. So you a shorty. You what we call a shorty. 240. Any woman over 200 is what we call big as hell, right? So we definitely got some work to do. So happy that you came to the live here today, because we need to help you. Ain't no reason you should be over 200. Rock with you. Your BMR is 1600. So again, you just joined. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. So that's the calories you burning right now, just watching me, sitting on your couch, right? You're gonna burn that no matter what. So all you have to do, you want to lose your stomach, you want to lose some belly fat, right? Create a deficit. Come right underneath this. Shoot for 200 calories less than that. 1400 is a good place for you. Rock with you, right? And then at 1400, we're gonna put you in a macro ratio. So this is a rider downer. 140 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, 90. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. 140 grams of protein, 90 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat. Rock with you. You do that, you're going to lose a bunch of fucking weight. In fact, my prediction is if you start that tonight, or I should say tomorrow, because tonight's almost over, you will be 15 pounds down by Thanksgiving, right? You just have to start immediately and start drinking at least a gallon of water a day. All right? If this has been helpful, just drop me a little thumbs up in the chat. Hey, my man's McLovin says, dude, spitting facts. Thank you very much, McLovin. I'm appreciating you coming through, doing your thing. DJ Phoenix. Okay, so DJ Phoenix, you must be a guy, all right? I don't know too many women that name themselves DJ anything. So we're going to just say that DJ Phoenix is a man, 5'10", 56 years of age. DJ Phoenix is 266. So DJ Phoenix is also big as hell, all right? Right? And I don't say that disrespectfully. I say that in truth. If you a man over 250, you are big as hell, all right? So my mission is to help you guys not be big as hell no more. I want you guys to be excellent. I want you to be great. I want you to be healthy, all right? So right now, your BMR, DJ Phoenix, is 2,000 calories, all right? It's good news because your body burns that on its own. So all we have to do to put you in a deficit to lose some fat, just come 200 calories underneath that. So 2,000 calories, right? 200 subtracted from that, 1,800 calories is your goal. So you eat 1,800 calories with the following macros, you're going to lose fat, DJ Phoenix, all right? So the macros are 180 grams of protein, 130 grams of carbs. And you do that at 60 grams of fat every day. Drink a gallon of water. DJ Phoenix, man, you're gonna lose all kinds of fat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're drinking that water. Make sure you shout your boy out. My prediction, like I've been telling some of the people on the call, 8 to 12 pounds you can lose in the next 4 weeks, right? McLovin says also increase activity. You don't need much, just walk, fellas. You can walk, you can lift weights like me, like a G. You know what I'm saying? You can do both, right? You can definitely move around more. Best brand of creatine? I don't think there's a best brand. I think creatine monohydrate is the best. Whatever monohydrate you can get is good. Appreciate you. Thanks. Hey, appreciate you, Richie. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Here we go. Mel came through. What up, Mel? What's happening? Mel, like the live. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, go ahead and like the live like Mel did. I think that also promotes us. I think that lets the social media know that y'all fucking with it. All right, so Mel is 185. Mel is also 38. Okay. Okay. She's not quite a 90s baby. I think she just missed us. She's in the 80s club, unfortunately for her. Right. I still like y'all 80s babies, man. Some of y'all is cool. All right. So 5'7", 38, 185. All right. So here's the deal. Male, your BMR. So first what we're finding, guys, is male's BMR, right? Basal metabolic rate. That's how many calories you burning without doing nothing, male. So you do that, right? And you take 200 calories from that. It's gonna put you at 1350 for your fat loss number. So you consume 1,350, 1350 calories. You do that with the following macros, Mel. Write this down. 135 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, 40 grams of total fat every day. Melly Mel. You do that with at least a gallon of water every day. My prediction as well would be somewhere around, since you a lady, you look, 6 to 10 pounds in the next 4 weeks. No problem, Mel. She says thank you. Chris 999. I think I seen you come through yesterday. Thank you for the help yesterday. I got one more bottle of water in the day. I drank a gallon. I haven't checked in a gallon of water since I don't know when. I'm peeing a lot now. Yeah, better out than in. Yeah, if this is helpful, guys, you know what I'm saying, just drop me a thumbs up so I know that y'all liking it. You know what I'm saying? James Solis says, "Hey pal, what up, James? What's happening?" Anthony Steen, meal prepping helps a lot if you are not eating out always. You to always track with your calories. Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, we got some more stats over here. My man Scrubsa. What up, Scrubsa? That's a crazy name. Scrubsa is a man. I was just about to ask, are you a man? All right, 29 years of age, Scrubsa, 220, and 6 foot. So Scrubsa, go write this down. So what we finding right now, guys, if you just joined the live, we finding Scrubsa's BMR, his basal metabolic rate, how many calories he burns at rest. 2,000 is what it is for Scrubsa. So for you, Scrubsa, good news is you just got to come a little bit under that to lose fat. For you, it would be just 200. I would say is appropriate for you, bro. 1,800 calories would be the goal. And so then you plug that into a macro ratio, which I'm gonna do for you. 180 grams of protein, right? 130 grams of carbs, and then 60 grams of total fat, right? You do that every day, at least a gallon of water, bro. Come on, man. You're gonna lose all kinds of fat, man. Just shout your boy out once you do. And if you guys also want to just kind of, deep dive on all of this, just go grab that free fat loss course where I break it down for you. My man's Nicole Leem says, "What do you look for in a man stud?" I don't look for anything in a man. I like women. And I got one, so I ain't looking. How much skinless chicken breast did you eat every day to lose weight? Whatever it took to hit my grams of protein. I think at that time I was consuming 180 grams of protein a day. So I don't remember. I think it was over a pound, or it was somewhere between 16 ounces and like 20 ounces, something like that, and then like two protein shakes. So I think if you get like most guys, if you get a pound of any dead animal, so a pound of chicken is like 100 grams of protein. Two protein shakes, if you double scoop it, it could be anywhere from 80 to 100 grams. So literally, if your protein goal, if you was like sweating, like, how do I hit my protein? I just fucking told you how to do it. Just get a pound of chicken or a pound of your favorite dead animal, right? The leanest cut you can get, and then have a protein shake twice a day with double scoop. And however many meals it take you to eat that shit, that's what you do. Do you have meal plans, Michael? Um, Not meal plans. I have a program. So I work with clients to build their meal plans, their workouts, and then also hold them accountable and make sure they actually do it. Right. So if you have interest in like a full structure, and then somebody who's actually going to guide you and make sure that you do it, you can apply to be a member of the Armstrong Army. I can't make any guarantees. We got limited spots, and it is an application process. So we got to make sure we're a good fit first. But I don't do just meal plans. If y'all notice, I believe in like actually helping motherfuckers, man. Because just the meal plan ain't enough. Like you got to know why the meal plan works. You know what I'm saying? Or else you're gonna think the meal plan is the key to your success your whole life. You know, and that's not true. Corey keeping you ripped as hell. That's facts. Do chips keep you big as hell? Absolutely. I got a workout in today. My man Chris, like, hey, drop a flex emoji in the chat if y'all did a workout today. Drop a flex emoji in the chat. Oh, here we go. Ozman, 5'10", 32, 1,600 calories, 45 protein, 25 fat, 30 carb, uh, working out 5 days a week. How long you been on that, Ozman, and what kind of results have you seen? Because that doesn't sound like a bad macro ratio at all. Do you think 315, 6'3"? I think 315 is big as hell. Um, like, truth be told, any man over 250 pounds is big as hell. Right? You know what I'm saying? Unless you a bodybuilder or you on a motherfucking offensive line for an NFL team, why would you need to be 300 pounds ever? Right? Why? For what purpose? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, come on, come back to the 200 club, man. Ain't no reason to be up there. What's the best exercise for belly fat loss? I'm giving y'all the exercise tonight. It's called track your motherfucking macros. It's called stop eating like a fat ass, right? If you want to learn how much you should eat for your goals, you give me your stats, your age, height, and your weight, and I'll do your macros here tonight before I leave. Ozman, 240, trying to get to 170. Ozman, how long have you been on the macros you just gave me? Because they don't sound bad at all. They sound like they might work. But if you've only been on them a week, then it's not enough time to know. If you've been on that shit for more than a week, like 2, 3 weeks, and it's not moving, then you might need to change something. Desmond, I'm 4 weeks onto a 350 calorie mini cut. How much longer should I go? How much weight you looking to lose? Working out 3 weeks, diet 3 months. How much weight have you lost, Ozman? I'm four. Who's Perry says I'm 44, 5'8", 185. Perry, are you a male or a female? I think Perry's a guy. Yeah, Perry's for sure a guy. All right, Perry, I can do your macros real quick. I got you. I got you, fam. Hang tight. All right, so young Perry is coming through with the 5'8", and Perry is guys. If you're liking a live, give me some thumbs up in the motherfucking chat, man. Show some love in the chat, man, so that they can show some love in the atmosphere, man, in the algorithm. All right, so Perry, your BMR. So what we did first, y'all, we found Perry's BMR, right? Basal metabolic rate. That's how many calories Perry's burning at rest without doing anything. All right. So basically, 1,700 calories is what it is. So if we subtract from that, put you at a calorie deficit of 200, so 1,500 calories, right? That would be a good fat loss number for you, Perry. Now, Perry, put you in this macro ratio: 150 grams of protein, 113 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat. I mean, man, you're going to get cut up. You're going to get cut up, Perry. Just make sure you're getting a gallon of water a day. And, stay consistent with those macros I just gave you. You should be fine. Somebody just asked, Jassa, quick question: is safe to use Ozempic and work out? Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that. I got some clients that are on that Ozempic. They got on Ozempic and then they hired me because they found out that with Ozempic you have limitations and that you're just gonna lose your appetite with Ozempic, right? So you're gonna lose some weight and essentially not overconsume, but you'll eventually get to a point where your body will get adjusted to that. And so through training or adjusting your macronutrients, like we're talking about right now, you may have to overcome like a plateau that you wouldn't be able to overcome with just Ozempic by itself. So I don't think it's one or the other. I think the combination of both is really good. I think obviously strength training and hitting your macros is enough. You don't need Ozempic, but if you are on Ozempic, you can still train and hit your macros. Nunu, I think that's a guy. What up, Nunu? He says, help me out. 5'11". All right, brother. So you 5'11", 204.29. All right, man. I can help out. Go get your pen and pad, Chief. So your BMR, Nunu, is 1900, right? It's good news. It means his body's burning 1900 calories on its own without thinking about anything, without him doing nothing different. So now what we do is we put you into a macronutrient ratio based off a calorie goal that's a couple calories less than that. I'll put you at 1700 because that's 200 calories less than your BMR. So we know you're going to lose some fat. And then your macro goals will be 170 grams of protein, 120 grams of carbs, 57 grams of fat. All right. If that was helpful, go ahead and drop me a thumbs up. That's me says, bro, what chat is he reading? I have two chats. I got the chat here, and then I got the chat over in TikTok. So if you yeah. Mark says free Diddy. I thought Diddy was free. I thought Diddy was free. Diddy's locked up again. Guys, if this has been helpful information, by the way, before they start talking about Diddy and shit, just give me a thumbs up if this has been helpful for y'all. Do you have any tips for females trying to build muscle? Yeah, man, it's the same as males. Go in there, lift some heavy weights, make sure you hit your protein, get 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. If you want to, recover faster, maybe throw in some creatine monohydrate. All of the same rules apply. How do you calculate the amount of calories you burn without moving? I don't think that's really relevant. I mean, there's a lot of calorie like trackers, like steps counters or activity trackers. Like I wear an Oura ring, for example. This tracks my steps. It tracks my stress levels. It tracks my sleep, everything. But I don't base my calorie goals off this because it's slightly inaccurate. It could go up and fluctuate up and down based off everything from how much sleep you got that day to hormonally what's going on to, different implications of what you ate. So I would never base like the calorie goals that you have for muscle growth and fat loss off activity trackers. I think that's a bad way to do it. A better way to do it is to just create goals based off your metabolic rate, right? Your stationary metabolic rate. This what I'm doing for y'all is a simple estimate, right? But you can go get your metabolism tested. You can go to a center and get an in-body scan or a DEXA scan, and it tells you how many calories your body's burning on its own. Do you recommend Yasso bars? Yeah, they cool. They all right. I'm new to weight loss. What's better, protein shakes or meal replacement shakes that I can get at Walmart? Meal replacement shakes are fucking trash most of the time. Protein shakes is what you want to go for because it's less calories. A meal replacement has, excess fats and carbs in it because it's attempting to replace a meal. Protein shake is lighter in calories and it's just the protein mostly. If it's a good one, it doesn't have a ton of carbs and fats, so it keeps your calories lighter, which is what we're talking about right now. How do you lose fat? Well, you build a calorie deficit. You know what I'm saying? Who is this guy? Ray, what up, Ray? 32, 6 foot, 210. Let's do Ray's macros. All right, so for you guys that just joined, I saw a few people just hop in the chat. What up? Welcome. We're gonna find Ray's BMR first. So he's 32. He's 6 foot. I got my BMR calculator on the side. You guys can simply do this by going to calculator.net on your own too. And then we're gonna put in his stats based off brother Ray's stats. Your BMR is 1950. So your body burns 1950 on its own. To put you in a deficit, just go 200 calories less than that. Go 1750. 1750, throw that in the macro ratio, right? 175 grams of protein a day. You do that with 130 grams of carbs, 58 grams of fat. Ray, my man, drink a gallon of water every day. You will be 8 to 12 pounds lighter in the next month. All right. Does fiber matter in macros? No. It will help though, right? If you hit more fiber per your macros, you'll be more satiated, full. You'll probably function a lot better because your gut microbiome will function better. Your gut, if you guys don't know, it's like your second brain. So it has a lot of neurons in it. You know, that's why like, you know, if you don't like somebody, you get that feeling in your gut. You're like, man, I fucking hate this motherfucker. Or like if you're afraid, you get nervous, your stomach starts turning. That's because of the neurons in your stomach. It also plays a factor in hormone generation too. So generally speaking, if you get more fiber, the better, because it's better for your gut. Um, bulk to 160, bulk to 160 is crazy. Is it? He's probably skinny, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't got it like that, man. Calm the fuck down, man. Right? Some people got to start somewhere, man. Give that man a break, man. He's working on himself. Uh, should I be taking in 30 to 38 grams of fiber a day? Hell fucking yeah. That's a great amount of fiber. 30 or more is always good. Tickle juicy, pause. All right. King Chris says he's 5'6". What up, King Chris? What's happening? 5'6", 185 pounds. And then 28 years of age. All right, let's put you in a fat loss. So your BMR is 1750. That's how many calories your body burns at rest. If you just joined the chat, guys, BMR is just basal metabolic rate. It's just the amount of calories you burn without doing anything, right? Really simple. So then Chris, King Chris, 1550 would be 200 calories less than your BMR, so that'll put you in a deficit. So 1550 as a goal. You do that at 155 grams of protein, 110 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose all kinds of fat. And you're not going to be big as hell like Sir Williamson III. He got some chubby ass cheeks in that picture. I know he big as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I know that you can lose a ton of fat, man, with these recommendations. Jenna says, "Do you like Demon Slayer?" I do. I like Demon Slayer, but not for the reason that I think some people like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer to me, it's like the story to me is mid, but the action sequences and the battles are top tier. It's probably some of the best battles I've ever seen. So from that standpoint, I enjoy watching the action, but the story feels like fucking filler that leads up to a good fight, right? Like when they be talking and doing their training sequences, I'd be like, man, when is this shit gonna be over? When are they gonna fight the next demon? Right? And I actually just got caught up on it, so I'm about to go watch the movie. Probably gonna take my girlfriend to go watch the movie this week. So yeah, I'm somewhat of a fan. I do think I do think there are some newer anime out that have way better stories than Demon Slayer. You don't understand anime. David, that's cap. That's cap. I'm sure I've probably watched more anime than you. I'm pretty confident I have. I was down to 175. I've been having seizures lately. Sorry to hear that, King Chris, but I'm rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I've been watching fucking anime since before the internet, bro. Since like the early 2000s. No, actually, the late 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been watching this shit for over 20 years, man. I think I have somewhat of an understanding, man. Give me some credit, shit. What is a good source of fiber to get 30 grams of fiber? Oh, there's a few, man. So you got obviously every single fruit. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Every single vegetable is good fiber, especially the green ones. I'm a big fan of like Brussels sprouts and broccoli. I just like them for a texture perspective. I also like spinach too. Kale is good. Another one is berries. Berries are great, full of fiber and water, keeps you hydrated and really full in a deficit. You can have a ton of berries and not blow out your calories for the day, right? King Chris says, appreciate you, Corey. No problem, man. Squash is decent. Um, Oats, different type of oats, whether it be like whole grain oats or like actually having like some wheat, like some bread or something like that. Apples are a decent source of fiber too. Beans, nuts, pulse, right? It's a ton of stuff you can get fiber from. Try One Punch Man. Yeah, I've seen One Punch Man. Come on, Matt. I've been watching anime for over 20 years, man. Of course I've seen One Punch Man. Come on, bro. Stop playing me like I'm a rookie out here. Anime dialogue is just too much. That's cap. Depends on what anime you're watching. Demon Slayer is my favorite. Muchiro is my favorite. He's ripped. Yeah, he is dope. He's he's an interesting character. One thing Demon Slayer does well, they got interesting backstories for their characters, like especially the Hashira, and even sometimes like the upper rank demons be having like interesting backstories. But like the dialogue in between, sometimes I just be like, man, when is the fight gonna start, man? Shut up. Harris Thinning, what should I eat and cut out? I don't think there's really too much you can do, Clyde, to stop from a dietary perspective. A lot of what's going on with your hair follicles is the problem. So it's like either your hair follicles are like dying or they can't breathe, or they're clogged, right? With a bunch of like fucking whatever hair follicles get clogged with and blocked with, right? Like as you can see, I just gave up. I didn't even attempt to figure it out, man. I just was like, fuck it, man. I'm about to join the ball crew. CFW, what up? 38, 6 foot, 302. You big as hell. All right. Any man, if you just joined the chat, any man over 300, over 250 pounds, I'm sorry, is big as hell. So we're gonna help him out. My mission is to help you not be big as hell no more, okay? Uh Anthony Steen says fiber gummies. I would say nah, man. Fuck gummies for fiber, man. Just eat your fiber, bro. You don't even get that much fiber from fiber gummies. I think you get like 2 grams, right? You can get more than that in fucking like you can get more than 5 grams in a fiber one bar. You can get like you can get like 5 grams of the fiber one, and in a gummy you get like two. It's like nothing. If you need 30 grams, you know how many fucking gummies you need to get in a day to get 30 grams of fiber? It's crazy. All right, CFW, you got your pen and pad, bro? I see you drop the comment. I got you. So you have a BMR that's really high. 2,300 calories, right? CFW. So your body burns that on its own. So then all you got to do now is create a slight deficit below that. Now, being that you over 300 pounds, right? You got that body fat, which is extra food that your body can call upon for energy, right? So you can go a little bit more aggressive on your deficit. I would put you at like 400, 300, 400 calories underneath this. Let's just put you at like 1900, right? Let's get a little aggressive, right? So 1,900 calories, 190 grams of protein a day, 150 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat, CFW. You do that every day. Since you over 300, you probably gonna need like a gallon and a half of water every day. Bro, I guarantee by this time next month, you will be down 10 to 15 pounds. All right. Just make sure you drink that water every day because this is an aggressive deficit. You're going to lose water fast. Guys, if this has been helpful, yo, just give me like a thumbs up in the chat. Eric Berg, let's go, champ. Let's go. Let's go. I'm curious if frame size makes a difference in BMR because I got some wide ass shoulders. Well, those shoulders are made of what? Lean muscle mass. Lean muscle mass is what? Weight. Weight is comprised in the equation that does determine your BMR. And muscle is active tissue, which burns more calories than fat, obviously, because calories burns no fucking fat. So yes, it will definitely lead to more fat loss. Uh, Anthony Steen says, I need a personal chef. Just Google that shit, bro. It's not hard to find. You can find a personal chef right now, bro. Just go to Google. Personal chefs near me, or I used to use this service to have like people clean my apartment before my apartment leased their own company and contracted to do it. It was called TaskRabbit. You can go on there. You can hire people to fucking clean your place, to do your laundry. There's people who do personal tasks like chefs, people who like will help you move furniture, all types of shit. Go to TaskRabbit, man. What's the best cut meal? Something that like it keeps you satiated and full. Something high in protein and fiber. It's a bunch of different meals out there for that, bro. What are some natural supplements you recommend using? My big three for most people, right? Without knowing too much specifics about you, these are things that everybody can benefit from. So it's like general advice. Multivitamin, vitamin D3, and I would say omega-3 fish oils. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could benefit from that because the fish oils are going to lower inflammation. It's good for heart health. It's good for joints. Your multivitamins are just going to fill in the nutritional gaps that your diet might not. And then your vitamin D is going to be great for immune system function and hormone production, right? And it's also good for like bones and things like that. Why do I really never hear any guys that follow talk about mushrooms? I love them. I don't know. I don't really be fucking with mushrooms like that, bro. I don't understand what the hype is about it. Badlands Chugs started working out. I don't know what that means, but shout out to Badlands Chugs. Food delivery already prepared for the week. That's what's up. Mushrooms are dirty. That's funny. Go-to meal, steak, salmon, and some type of vegetable. I love that. Like if I could eat steak, salmon, and potatoes like every day with like some broccoli on the side, like I think I'd be happy. Um, would I lose muscle? Oh, my man's deleted his comment, so never mind. If I'm in a deficit, should I eat a gram of protein per pound of body weight or goal body weight? Neither. You should eat it based off your lean body mass. The protein goals I've been giving you guys is based off your BMR and taking a deficit number from that. So it's relative to your lean body mass as an estimate. But if you want to get super precise, find out what your lean body mass is and eat that many grams of protein. I've been starting eating sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are great. How do I get my jawline more defined? Pause. You get leaner when you lose more fat, like your face loses fat too. So you start to get that crimson chin face. I hate tomatoes and onions so much. I saw I'm allergic to them. Sorry to hear that. Lucas says, pause. Yeah, man, I had to. What lower ab exercises would you recommend? My favorite is hanging leg raises. Hanging leg raises is bar none the best lower abdominal exercise there is because there's so many ways that you can alter it to increase the intensity. Whether it be like extending the length of your legs outward versus inward, putting weight around your feet, Again, extending outward or inward, slowing down the tempo. You can integrate different things to throw in the obliques, like windshield wipers, like hanging leg raises is that shit. How much do you bench? Man, I ain't checked my max in like years, bro. I don't even go in the gym and be thinking about that type of shit, man. I got a big ass chest, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I think the most I ever benched though was probably like 275. I don't even bench that much, man. I don't want to be the strongest person. I just want to look really good and function well. How do you find your lean body mass without getting a DEXA scan? You can get an in-body scan, or you can get the calipers. You know, you can get the skin fold calipers. You can buy a body composition scale right now on Amazon for like $20, and it'll give you a relative lean body mass. Now, the DEXA is going to get you more accurate, but you can get pretty close with those body composition scales too. I can't do hanging leg raises for a good set. Well, then just do bench leg raises. You don't have to do hanging leg raises if you can't do that yet. What time you recommend to eat your last meal of the day? At least 2 to 3 hours before bed, right? So if you go to bed at like 10 o'clock, you shouldn't be eating anything past 8. What are your thoughts on mass scanners? I think that's some bullshit, right? I think it's what you would call a boo-boo shake, right? You just gonna eat it and you're gonna shit a lot. 'Cause it ain't nothing but a bunch of crap mixers and sugar in there that's gonna upset your stomach and have you on the toilet. Thoughts on creatine monohydrate? I think it's the best supplement there is for muscle growth, fat loss. There's even some studies that's come out that said it's great for cognition. So I think it's fantastic. What time? Oh, I already read that one. Them onions keeping you big as hell. Are they? I don't think onions are that many calories. Anthony Steen, why do you have to hit 180 grams of protein if you don't work out? Because even if you don't work out, you still have muscle on your body. So if you don't want to lose it, you have to feed it. If you don't give a fuck about muscle, right? If you like, yo, I don't care, like I will gladly lose this weight and lose my muscle too, then don't worry about the protein recommendations. Just focus on the calories. There's a lot of people that do that. Look at those bariatric patients who they lose all their muscle and then they body start to look like melted ice cream, right? They wasn't focused on protein. They was just eating in the deficit, right? So if you don't care about how your body looks when you lose the weight, don't worry about protein. If you do, then you got to worry about it. What if I go to the gym in the night and just a shake but no food? I'm sure you could function with that. But just digesting calories, like eating a meal before bed, it's going to disrupt your sleep because you're going to be digesting it. You might wake up in the middle of the night. How do you suggest someone who relapsed from a 60 kg weight loss journey restart and maintain? Just start, bro. Don't overthink that shit. Right? Do not overthink it. Get you a goal. Figure out where you want to get to. Figure out how many calories you need to consume to start putting yourself in a deficit. From that calorie goal, create a macronutrient goal, and then just get off to the races, right? Just focus on strength training 4 to 6 days a week, adding in cardio after your lifts, or having specific cardio days, whatever works best for your schedule, and get 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night, a gallon of water every day, and your body's gonna take care of the rest. Do not fucking overthink that shit. What's the best way to get a lower body fat percentage? Calorie deficit. That's what we've been talking about all night. If you want me to do your calories before I go tonight, I'm gonna stay on for like another 20 minutes and then I'm gonna go. Just drop your age, height, weight, and your goal in the chat, and I'll do your macros. What's your favorite muscle group to work out? Back in the day, it was my chest. That's why my chest is most prominent. Now, I actually like working my back the most. Amin, what up? Amin is 21 years of age and 5'9". All right. 203. Let's get it. All right. So, Amin, you are at a BMR of 1900. Okay. Basically, what that means is that's how many calories your body burns at rest. So if your body's burning 1900 calories at rest, all you got to do to put yourself in the deficit, just go 200 calories less than that, right? So for you, that would be like 1700, right? 1700 calories a minute. You do that at, 170 grams of protein, 130 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat a day. Come on, man. You're going to lose all kinds of fat, man. Just make sure you at least get a gallon of water in every day. ATM J23 Bull says, "You the man, love your content." That's a fact. Appreciate your support. Guys, if this has been helpful, you know what I'm saying, you enjoying the live, you enjoying the content, just drop me some thumbs up. You know what I'm saying, for your boy. Drop some thumbs up so the algorithm know what it is, man. They know y'all fucking with it. Every time I do my blood work, the BMI index always tells me I'm big as hell. Anthony, the first step to making a change is recognizing where you at right now. So if you big as hell, man, it's okay, man. That's where some people start at, man. You ain't gotta stay that way though. Adu Ade Fui Ayomide is age 24, weigh 200 pounds, 6'2". You want to lose some fat. Okay, so you said you want to lose fat. You got good muscle mass, but also want to build some muscle. So you're gonna have to pump the brakes on your muscle building goals right now, bro. Because if you're in a deficit, you're not giving your body enough of the raw material to produce muscle with. You might get lucky and build some muscle in the deficit, but it shouldn't be a goal right now. Just focus on one thing at a time. Because trying to build muscle and lose fat is like trying to turn left and right at the same time, right? Like how the fuck you gonna do that? You got to pick a direction, right? So if you out here, 24 years of age, 6'2", 200, that does sound like you got some good mass on you. So right now your BMR is 1950. If you want to lose some fat, right, you can get lean real quick and then get back in the surplus after. I would say just go to 1750. 1750 as your calorie goal. The macros are as follows: 175 protein minimum, um, 130 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat. You do that every day, my man. So hopefully I said your name right. Edefuyi Ayomide. Yo, you gonna lose all kinds of fat, bro. Just come shout your boy out once you do. Definitely a Nigerian name for sure. I got some Nigerian homies, and they be putting their consonants together and shit like that, man. And I still got love for them, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them. With enough protein, can you maintain muscle while in a fat loss deficit if you're only doing a couple full body workouts a week? I would say so, yeah. I don't see why not. I got a lot of clients that, maybe train 3 full body workouts a week. We still maintain a ton of muscle in the deficit. You just got to make sure you're strength training in a way that gives your body that signal that muscle is a priority. And then also, obviously, like getting your protein in. Should I take creatine? I think everybody should take creatine. Nick and family, I think it's the best supplement there is for muscle growth and fat loss. How long should I be in the calorie deficit for? Yeah, Nigerian here. Your contents are cool. Love them. Appreciate you, bro. Um, just stay in the deficit until you get to your goal, man. Don't get so wrapped up in how long it's gonna take. Like, just focus on doing what needs to be done until you get to the goal. I see a lot of young guys have this limited sort of perspective of like, I'm gonna only do this for a certain amount of time. But what you're doing is you're setting yourself up to have like quit in the back of your mind, like doubt. Fuck that. Commit to the process. Do whatever it takes to get to the point where you see your abs. And then once you see your abs, go into a surplus, start building some muscle, right? The way I look at it is like, let's say I had a mentor tell me once, he said, what if you was teaching like a kid to learn how to walk, right? And the kid was like falling over, like busting their ass and like failing. Like, how long would you teach the kid before you gave up on them, right? Would you just like teach him like a few days, and then if he didn't get it, you'd be like, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just get like a wheelchair or something and roll your big ass around for the rest of your life. Would you do that to the kid? Of course not. Sounds ridiculous because that's not what we do to children. We help them and we say, look, we're gonna keep doing this until you get it, right? We're gonna teach you how to walk until you learn how to walk. It should be the same with your goals too, man. Like you stay on the deficit until you reach the goal. Like there's no other way. Like you stay on it till you hit to your goal. Should I be in the gym while in the calorie deficit? Absolutely. What about diet fatigue? I don't know what the fuck that is. What's diet fatigue? Right? Is that what the fitness gurus are saying nowadays to discourage people from staying in the deficit? Right? How much weight do you need to lose, man? Right? If you have fat on your body got something to eat. The only people who get diet fatigued are these fucking bodybuilders, man. You know, they losing fat that their body need to sustain life. That's not the same for us. I lost 100 pounds. I do weight training 4 days a week. How many days I need to do cardio to maintain? There is no set amount of days for cardio. Well, like I don't know who gave you this impression that there's like a magic formula for cardio. This shit don't matter, man. If you can lose weight without cardio. Will it help to some degree, right? If you're in the deficit and lifting weights too to add on some cardio, yeah. But like, can you like maintain results and still get results without it? Yeah, you ain't gotta do that shit. What's your longest fast? I've done 80 hours. 80 hours is my longest fast. Why says I watch you all the time. Appreciate the support. Appreciate it. On YouTube. Hey, I'm on YouTube on live right now too. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all support. Hey, if this is helpful stuff, man, just drop me a thumbs up. And if you follow me on more than one platform, man, just give me drop a 2 in the chat. I eat 1 time a day. That's what's up. Love your TikTok videos. How many rest days you take a week? I rest. I don't know if you want my results, right? Because I'm a trainer, so I have to look this way. Most of my clients train 4 to 6 days a week, so they rest anywhere from 3 to 1 day a week, depending on the person. I don't rest every week. Sometimes I train every week. I rest when my body's like, hey, bro, you need to chill out. So, but I got different goals than y'all. I can see a difference in my blood pressure. Shout out to Big Body Maserati. That's quite the name. I started working out last week. How long should I bulk? I'm actually a runner too, so I hit cardio every other day. Set a goal. It's not a certain time limit that you bulk. You bulk till you hit a weight goal. You establish a goal before you start your bulk. So figure out what goal you're getting to, and then you stop when you get to that weight goal, or you stop when you get to a certain body fat percentage. Have you ever helped any truck drivers lose weight? I've helped several truck drivers. To this point, probably hundreds. So many truck drivers, I cannot count how many of them. I have like at least a dozen truck drivers on my program right now. We got a few hundred clients in the program between me and all the coaches. But yeah, like I'm helping a bunch of truckers right now, and they honestly, it's actually easier for them because you know if we give them a meal plan that fits their lifestyle, they got less chances to fuck up because they're not in a fucking office where people coming in with donuts all the time, right? They just in their truck, they isolated, they got their little meal set with them, and they just eat that, or they fast most of their shift and then eat when they get to their stop. Uh, Really, I appreciate when you say if you keep eating this, you're gonna stay big as hell. It helps me get straightforward and honest. Yeah, man, y'all motherfuckers know, man. If you keep eating like that, you're gonna be big as hell. But nobody's telling you the truth, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's what it is. You need more healthy snacks. Just stop eating snacks, bro. Just eat whole meals. That's the healthiest snack there is, man. You know what snack is? Snack was made by the food industry to help you motherfuckers continue to stay fat. Snacks is an incomplete meal. It's a meal with incomplete nutrients, man. Just eat more meals, man, with whole natural foods. Eat more dead animals and fruits and vegetables, man. Fuck them fucking snacks, man. This shit keep you big as hell. McDonald's. Trash. Yeah. Thoughts on IF and calorie deficit? They're a great one-two punch. I use them both. Uh yeah, yeah. Corey, when did you get your hair plugs? Ask your mama. She bought them for me. Uh, Chris says salmon is my go-to. Me too, man. I love salmon. What's up? How good is Quest Pizza? It's mid. It's all right. It's not that good. It's not the most amazing pizza you ever had. It's a protein pizza, man. It's a good alternative to fucking Domino's. I know this is a dumb question. No, it's no such thing as a dumb question. I'm genuinely curious. How long did it take for you to get results you wanted to show? It's not a dumb question. I talk a little bit about in a lot of my content. I lost 50 pounds in 5 months, right? That's part of the story, but that's kind of like the cool highlight reel. Really, I failed for several years before that awesome 5 month transformation. What happened was it took me several years of failing, finding out what doesn't work to actually get the formula of things that do work. And that's what I'm teaching you guys. If you want that formula laid out, just go get the free fat loss course, right? It breaks down how I did that and how I teach like hundreds of people how to do it. But basically, like the 5 months, right, was it was like it was a period of isolation. I wasn't fucking around. I wasn't going to parties and drinking and I only started doing cheat days after I lost my first 30 pounds and I got stuck and I needed to refeed my hormones to kickstart the fat loss again. I kind of went into a period of like isolation. Like if you ever seen this anime called Dragon Ball Z, there's a place they go when times get difficult and they need to like get strong really fast. They go to the hyperbolic time chamber, right? It's like a period where you can go into a room and it's like 1 year of time inside the room is like 1 day in the real world, right? And they get stronger in a shorter amount of time. That's what I was doing, right? I was in the hyperbolic time chamber. I was isolated. I wasn't doing shit but going to the gym, going to work, getting some money, and going to sleep, right? So that's why I lost 50 pounds in 5 months because I wasn't fucking around. But like you can still see great results without doing that, right? You just need the right formula, and that's what I teach you guys in the free fat loss course. Rick Reed, I went from 350 doing carnivore to 280, walking 2 miles every day. Congrats on that, bro. Hey, let's clap it up for Rick Reed, the homie Rick Reed, man. Let's clap it up, man. Now you hit a wall, you might need to just adjust your macros, man. I'm about to head out, man, but if you guys want to learn how much you should be consuming to overcome a plateau, again, just figure out what your macros is. You find what your BMR is. You get fat loss calories, and then you plug it into a macro ratio. And I break that down in the motherfucking what's it called? Fat loss course. See, I'm getting tired. I gotta go to sleep. Planet Fitness raised their monthly price 15. Good for them. They should have did that a long time ago. Do the commandment. I don't know how to do that shit. I follow a lot of what I see you teaching. I'm figuring out what I like and can handle most. Not a big eater, but not a healthy eater. Well, Eric Parker, you got to ask yourself if you keep doing the shit you've been doing before you started this journey, where you gonna be at? You know? And if you don't like the answer to that question, then what you gotta do? You gotta make some motherfucking changes, bro. Do you smoke weed? I'm not a weed smoker. Have I smoked it before? Yes. Do you ever drink energy drinks or coffee? I drink coffee every day. Texas Slug says, "Howdy, y'all." That's a Texas ass intro. that's that's some Texas ass shit right there. with a cowboy hat. Beard gang, greetings. What's happening, man? What it is? Um, okay. All right, y'all. Look, I gotta go. If this was helpful live and you want me to go live again, drop live in the chat. Drop the word live in the chat if you want me to go live again this week. Anthony says, "What state are you in?" I'm in Florida. Okay, live, live, live. Okay, hey, appreciate y'all for sure. I will make it happen tomorrow. I will pull up on y'all. We'll get into some more topics. Oh, Tony's in the chat. Tony, what up? Armstrong Army in the building. All right, y'all. Till next time. If y'all need more help, go grab that free fat loss course. I'll holla at y'all later. Peace. Mm-mm.